every gig I've ever had has felt like the first gig I've ever had. Like it's like a constant nervous thing, and it's annoying when you're like the last person on the card because you're sitting there just blowing up the entire time. And that's okay. Like it's what it's for, and I wouldn't do it if it didn't feel like if you're nervous about something, it's got to be something worthwhile.
Trying to work out if Jared's the dad or the mom. Jared's the dad. Kerryn's the grandma. I am the adopted son. Charlotte is the baby. Johnny's the grandpa, but like he's a crazy grandpa. Like he just gets smashed at family dinners and stuff. Causes like a ruckus.
Hi. How are you
Hello.
feeling?
I'm so nervous. I might have to have some drinks,
Yeah.
get too drunk,
I can't drink.
miss the gig.
My voice gets too dry from alcohol, so I'm sober
Yeah.
until the end of the night, and then the bar closes. So
I was very nervous that we weren't going to get many people there for it. But I was also pretty excited and keen for us to get do something and release something again because it was pretty overdue.
So I'm not the usual bassist for the Manic. Unfortunately, Aiden, the normal bassist, broke his wrist. I'm not sure exactly what he was doing, but he broke his wrist on holiday. So I got the call up and have to fill in. So
I went to Out of the Woods in Busselton and fell off a bike riding home on the first night and broke my wrist.
Jared, what's happening right now? What's happening?
parking. The CPP is trying to tear us down.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, arseholes. Language. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna hold the door and make sure that we can get our violin and cello players in at some point, so we can do a sound check.
Is this really stressing you out?
It is a bit. I like to have things ready like an hour prior, but it's not their fault. I feel like I'm staring at those people who are getting their hair done, and I know the worst I ever look is when I have like a bunch of dye through my hair, and I'm at my grimmest. That's the worst I ever feel as well, because you know I'm going through something when I dye my hair. This is natural. That's a nice turnout. I'm really happy with the turnout. I'm really thankful for everyone who like gives a fuck. So, it's all a bit stressful. I got my new boots. And I'm wearing all that. I just get nervous because like they're quite high platforms that don't want to fall. It's good night. I'm happy. I worked very hard to get to this, and tonight is it's the end of one thing, and tomorrow we'll start something new and we'll continue on, and that is the life of a small artist, I suppose. Like not much to do but play. Like, this is my baby.
Yeah, for
And
you.
this shit was terrifying for me.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've said time and time again, like, every gig is just as scary as the last for me. Right up until that first beat.
Yeah.
Like, you can, as soon as that, I can hear the guitar and it's like, oh shit, I should be on, that's a red light, and then I can move on, and then I don't think about whether the show is going to be good. Because I have to try to. But leading up to it, it was cool, because, like, this song is, like, very much, like, one of my, like, favourite ones that we've written, and I was excited to get it out there. This song is called Sunday to Sunday, and I hope you enjoy it, because I feel, well, I feel sick, feel good. So Sunday to Sunday was written, like, initially by me. Like, it was a lyrics and chords thing by me, and I brought it in to the group. and with a lot of molding and convincing and all that, we ended up getting it out. It was written about sort of like that 2020 COVID era where like most of Australia was like shut down and locked in, but for some reason Albany wasn't touched by anything, so we just got drunk on weekends and no one else had anything to do but hang out, really. No one had a job, no one had study. We were just kicking it. And because like halfway through the year the clubs opened back up, and then we started going to clubs again, fucking about and doing all that. So like I think it's about that era of 2019 to 2020 when I was in Albany, going to the same nightclub every weekend, hanging out with the same people every weekend, and like saying, oh, this is so shit. But then looking back, kind of the best times. Like I'd say, weirdly enough, 2020, which may have been the worst year for a lot of people, banging year.
Yeah, it was a good year.
For Hanks. Good year for Hanks.
Well, it just turned into a second gap year, but
That's the thing.
I
Yeah.
had my driver's license this time.
I didn't still, but I had him. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Albany 2020, 2019, that's what the song's about. And Sunday to Sunday is sort of in reference to waking up in the morning and going, fuck, I'm never doing that again. And then the slow build back towards the weekend when you know you're going to do it again. And then wake up Sunday the next and go, fuck, that was the worst. Why do we even bother? And then, you look back in 2 years' time and you go, it was good. I got no complaints.
Play the final note, it rings out, there's like a pause, a silence, and then applause. There's like not many feelings that are better than that. Like
There's a
it's-
reason. There's
it's
a
addictive.
reason that people continue to get paid absolutely nothing, get treated like shit by promoters, get treated by venues and all that like absolute garbage, and continue to roll on because it's addictive. And if there was a self-help class for it to get me out of it, you'd probably have to convince me to go to that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fantastic. Best gig I've ever done. Sweaty, but besides that, fantastic. Yeah, I had a really great time. Thank you so much for being here to document it, because I want to look back on it, that's for sure.
That was really fun. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. I'm very sweaty. Yeah. I'm actually so surprised at how many people came.
How am I feeling? Very tired, very relieved that there wasn't a massive disaster. Yeah, no, the boys did good. First quarter, tried real hard. We got in there. Second quarter we faltered, but third quarter we collected. We pushed through, and fourth quarter is just business as usual. And yeah, that's about it. Just proud of the lads. In there having a couple tinnies. That's how it should be. That's proper footy.
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I thought it was great to see such a collaborative effort between multiple different musicianships, and to see such an ensemble of various instruments all work in harmony with each other, which is something that I don't think a lot of Perth bands do. I think Perth, there are a lot of bands trying new things, but I think the Manic especially utilizes strings, percussion, vocals in a way that kind of blends together an array of different genres, which was really nice to see. So,
I really like the Manic. I think they make really good music. Plus the lead singer is really sexy, and I want to kiss him.
As we speak, we're at Tiny Music Studios in beautiful Cottesloe, and we are recording what will be our fourth single.
Is an album on the cards at all?
It's definitely not on the fucking debit card. It's fucking sure. Definitely not on the debit card. It's expensive. Woody cuts us a really good deal because we've got like a working relationship with him now, and like he might as well be credited as a co-writer with most of our stuff. But yeah, it's just something we got to work towards, because there's no point, at least in our eyes, for us being such a small band, there's no point writing an album right now if no one's going to hear it.
And at the end of the day, like the most fun and rewarding thing is just making the music and writing stuff that you really like, and like we're still striving to get better and like network and do all those sort of things and do marketing, but as long as it's still focusing on just doing something that you really enjoy, then I think that's the main thing. But yeah, hopefully Coachella.
But I forget that in the morning, so I'll see you in a week. Oh yeah, the city's a drive for the ride.